Hello, rock and rollers. Welcome to the ElectroJet Rock Show number 17. We're going to do this one on Kiss. And I'm with my esteemed co-host, Professor Electro. How's it going, Professor?
It's going good. What's up, rockers? Get ready to rock.
Yeah, tonight we're going to get into the first 4 Kiss albums, but I want to remind everybody, please like and subscribe to the channel and share with all your rock and roll friends who may disagree with some of you, and you can use us as backing. Oh, yeah, well, these guys say it's great, so maybe that'll help. So, do that. Please share our content, like, and put some comments down below if you have any questions. So we're going to start off with the first 4 Kiss albums, first 4 or 5, I guess, including Alive. So what's the first one?
First one is the first Kiss album, and that had Strutter and Black Diamond and Cold Gin and Firehouse and, a lot of the songs that they put on the Alive album. But this one is kind of a slower pace album. It's kind of a dry sound, would you say? Kind of a dry recording sound. Doesn't have a lot of, because it's an older album, right?
It's on the drier side. Yeah.
Yeah, 74. So kind of an early one. What's your feeling on the first album?
Oh, I think Firehouse is phenomenal. I like the first one. The songs are on it. They didn't get the good sound until they got Eddie Kramer on Alive, but. Yeah, I mean, songs are great. And the second one, do you have anything you want to add about the first one?
No, I think you kind of hit it. We covered it, but, basically that it was a little slower. I didn't really enjoy these songs until after I heard the Alive album a bunch of times. And, because to me, the pace of the Alive album, the speed of the songs was a little more exciting for me, at least. Back then.
I'd say the tempos were definitely picked up a little bit on Alive for the live versions. So, yeah, if they'd have recorded the records with the tempos a little faster, it might have been a little peppier. But
definitely. That's kind of the way I felt it.
Yeah. So, the second one is Hotter Than Hell. I think out of the first 3 before Alive, I think that's my favorite one out of the 3. I think the sound on it is a little better than the other 2. The first one in Dress to Kill, that is. And it's got some good songs on it. What's on that one, Professor?
It's got Hotter Than Hell and Let Me Go, Watching You. For me, it's funny you mentioned that that's one of your favorites because it's kind of the least of my favorites, just because those are the only 3 songs that really stand out for me, at least.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
Those 3 songs are pretty strong, but
yeah, the rest of it, maybe that's why Alive's so good, because in the sense of like Strangers in the Night by UFO, it's got all the best songs with the updated sound for the live records, respectively, of both bands. That would be UFO.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's Dress to Kill's the 3rd album, and it's got 2 great songs, which are Rock and Roll All Night and Come On and Love Me. Come On and Love Me, I think, is really great. I actually like that on the studio album better than I like the live album. But generally, all those other songs you mentioned, I like better on Alive, like you said, for the sound and the pace and the energy.
Yeah, so I guess from what you read off, I guess maybe the first Kiss album has the most solid running order, top to bottom, out of the 3, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe the sound's a little better on Hotter Than Hell or Dress to Kill, but it's got the first Kiss album has the better songs. It has
a lot more of them. Yeah, so basically, kids, all you want to do is, you just want to get Kiss Alive, and then you're all set. And which brings us to Kiss Alive. I thought it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal record. I was talking to somebody backstage before. Oh yeah, I love band. The whole band is phenomenal. People bag on Peter's drumming a lot. I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me. And
he's got a certain swing element to his drum, and once you really listen to his style, it's not real complex, but it's got some style to it. And man, his vocals on Black Diamond,
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah, great.
Well, one time I tried to program Firehouse in the MIDI, do a MIDI sequence of Firehouse, trying to program that. I gave up, man. Actually, it's pretty damn complicated. It's genius. So, but yeah, Live is a phenomenal record. So yeah, you got to get that one, kids. And then the last one we're going to do in this series is Destroyer, which I think that's pretty much of a masterpiece.
Yeah, I would say cut for cut. It's got a lot more good songs on it. It's got Detroit Rock City, which is great. One of my favorite Kiss songs, and it's got Shout It Out Loud, which is one of my favorite Kiss songs. Both, especially Shout It Out Loud is that kind of anthem-y song.
Absolutely.
Like Rock and Roll All Nighters.
Oh, yeah. It's some of the best rock and roll ever.
Then, of course, it's got, King of the Nighttime World and God of Thunder. And, of course, Beth, which was a groundbreaking song for them because they got a lot of crossover from that.
Even recently, I heard Sweet Pain. I was thinking, man, the guitar sequence at the beginning of that's phenomenal. And then I was talking to my friend, who's a Kiss expert, and he's saying he thinks that was Gene that played that guitar on that.
Wow, interesting.
So yeah, but anyway, as far as the writing of it, man, I'd even forgotten about that one, man. That's got a great chord progression in it.
Yeah, again, cut for cut, great album, and we're not going to talk about it now, but Love Gun is great cut for cut album as well. It came after that. They were really
so is Rock and Roll Over, but we're just doing the first 5 tonight. So yeah, we'll get into the later Kiss stuff on Kiss Part 2. But right now, I just want to remind everybody to like and subscribe to the channel, and we're going to be signing off. This is Jett signing off from Las Vegas. And I also have the Professor signing off.
Rock and roll, everybody. Rock and roll.